Big shocker tonight. We revealed that you pretty much got betrayed by everyone. What were you feeling in that moment and tonight?
You know, tonight I felt great. They all had their arms around me. We're such a close cast. So tonight I felt great. In that moment, I knew something inside of me knew. That's so cliche and stupid to say. But I knew because when I told them that I deserved to be there and I was like, it made me look like a threat. And Jeff was almost like feeding the fire and I didn't know how to answer it and my brain wasn't working because I was so hungry and tired. So, I mean, I think I shot myself in the foot and I knew at that moment when I was like, well, I deserve to be here because I'm nice and I help out and I'm good at things and it's stupid. That's not how you play Survivor.
So today, knowing what you know now, what would you say at that moment?
You know, what do you say when Jeff says, why do you deserve to be here? Because I suck at life? Like what kind of answer is that? Like, I mean, I could have just said because I try to stick true to my alliances and maybe came up with something on that end, but it's hard to be like, because I'm a mean person and no one's going to vote for me when everyone knows I was very social with everyone.
So we had this dynamic of the men against women pretty much the entire season, and you said that you were really good friends with Shireen. Do you think that the men were fairly represented in the way that it was edited against you women?
Right. No, it's so unfortunate that that's like what it solely revolved around because these guys are amazing. They're all so kind, would do anything for anyone. So the fact that that's all you guys see is really sad because that's not how it was. I mean, there was moments that did take it too far. And I don't, like, you know, I don't like that at all, but these guys were good. And I think there was more that you guys didn't see of us getting along and having fun together and doing, obviously we love each other. Like we had to have had fun out there.
So what is the craziest thing that you guys got into out there? The absolute craziest, wackiest thing that happened? And
I don't know if I should say this.
Oh no, you have to say it now.
The craziest thing that happened, and this isn't even that crazy, but I just think it's so funny because it's Mike. But one night it was during like the switch up, and I was the only girl on All Guy Tribe. It's rain. I know, right? It's raining, and he goes out and he's like, "I'm gonna fix like the roof. Like we're soaking, we're tired." And he goes out to fix the. He's gonna kill me for this. Like I'm like wanting to stop talking right now because he's gonna kill me.
You gotta keep going.
And it's raining, and he goes out and fixes it, and he's like, "Where's my?" Obviously, we don't have a lot of clothes. He's like, "Where's my swimming suit? It's dry. I'm gonna change." And he gets so mad. He's like, "You can either film this or not, but I'm about to get naked." And he's like literally this close to me, but I'm like kneeled down, and I think he was like this close to my face. He's all changing and is like naked, and I was like trying not to like see it or like even feel it, like I didn't want it near me. It's so awful, but it's probably like for me the craziest part is just because it's Mike. He's like the nicest guy ever, and he's like, "Screw it, I'm getting naked."
Obviously we can't see those things on television, but my natural instinct is to be like, well, good, bad. Right. I mean, what am I supposed to say?
Right, I mean, didn't look. I was just like, no part of it.
Just like you probably should.
Right. I wanted no part of it. At that point, I wanted no part of it.
So do you feel like that your job back home prepared you for this experience?
Without a doubt. I travel 60,000 miles a year and I live in a horse trailer. Like, it's insane. Like, who does that? I'm like a gypsy. Like, I don't always have power. I don't always have running water. So for that aspect of like being in the elements, absolutely. And I mean, I rodeo. I don't get a steady income. I have to adjust to things that happen. And I think that's Survivor. Like you adjust constantly, and I feel like that's what I do in my everyday life.
Sorry, and if you could look in our camera and just tell your best advice for someone who wants to be exactly where you are right now. The audition process, anything, your biggest tips.
Just be who you are. You know, you think you need to be this other person, but what got me so far was being kind to Sierra. Granted, that's not good TV, and like you don't see it, but it got me to Final Five, and it's who I am. And so I just think, just be true to who you are, because there comes a point when you can't be who you, like someone you're not out there. Like you have to fall back onto who you are.
Awesome. Well, congrats.